Anyway, it's all okay, it's ready to go. Now we just need to make some sort of vehicle to take that up to the moon with. So we've got a choice. We either use ion thrusters or use hydrogen thrusters. Now the advantages are vary between both. Hydrogen works in all environments. Thrusters only work. Ion thrusters only work in sort of space and low atmospheric climates. So I think hydrogen would be the best. Now obviously we're going to pick whatever it is up. We'll use the landing gears. And yeah. So quite having to build some. Yeah, I've got an idea. We'll not use landing gears, we'll use merge blocks. Because it's going to be like a one-time thing. And let's do it in red. We can color it later, so we just know the difference between the two. So we're going to have there, no, 8, there, and then tops on all these. And then we're going to join this up using these blocks, light armor. There's that. So that's our part of our sky crane done. And that's actually okay, we'll not do that. Must be landing. Then we want hydrogen thrusters in every direction. Of course, we're gonna have to link this up to a conveyor system of some sort. Let's put large in each direction. Hydrogen. And then we can worry about the conveyor system in a second. Okay, so that's pretty much the main ship done. Next thing we need is just the gyros, some batteries, some cameras, and an antenna for operating and a remote control block. So let's get the batteries first. There we are. Now the engines do supply the batteries as well, so they'll not be on their own. Oh, and I just realised I need some more plates. So let's go and quickly grab some. And plates. Oh, there we go. There should be enough. So let's add them somewhere compact. Yeah, there. And here. That should be enough batteries. Gyros. Yeah. We can add them somewhere where that they won't be stuck in the way. And also we need lots of maneuverability as well. I think. Here. I think 9 will be enough. Oh, can't add there. Let's add them along here. An antenna. That can go here if it can. Nope. Yeah, probably at the back for like this. Actually, no. Laser maybe instead? Yeah, let's go for the laser. Why not have both? Yeah, let's put both on. 6. And I can go on maybe somewhere up near the front. 7. Camera can go here. It'll be various cameras, so that's going to be front facing. This one's going to be rear facing. This one's going to be top facing. And then we'll have one on the rear to look how far we are to connect with whatever it is we're connecting with. That'll do it. So we can connect up with whatever we're connecting with. A remote back. Go here. Interior plate, okay. There we go. Okay, let's give this here a bit of a remote control. What would we call this? No. Pod crane. Yeah, let's call it a pod crane. And we'll call the antenna pod crane as well. There we go. And let's see if we can get that attached to this satellite. Oh, I freaked out for a second. I was like, what happened to the satellite? I can't see it. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized we're using an older model of the pod that doesn't have the doesn't have the laser on top of it. Damn it. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, this model doesn't have it. Right, we're gonna have to move this out of the way and use the updated version. So it's gonna take a while. I'll probably just skip that. Yeah. And hopefully now that's not sticking up too high that this here can't grab it. I think it will actually be. Let me see what it's like underneath. It might be okay. Might be. Well, sure, what we'll do is we'll take it over anyway. And try to get it connected up. And how am I going to do that? Yeah, let's stay about here. Let's see, we can control to this. Control 1. There we go, up we go. So let's take it over anyway. Yeah. So that's our front. That's our rear. 4 is underneath. And I think I can't remember which, if the rear camera, not the rear camera, the underneath one that we're looking at, yeah, is this one here. So we need to line this with that there, and basically we're aiming for that square. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, there we go. So that's 4. So we're aiming for that square there. Oh, we need to turn the squares on. There we are. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that thing is far too low. So tell you what we'll do. We'll lift it up a tiny wee bit. Oh, there we go. And then what we'll do is we'll set these to become 3 down lower than what they are. So not that we forget, that's 2. Okay, that's alright, that's good to know. So that's so it'll come down to 7, 2. 7, that's 2. And yeah. And then the merge box is going underneath. 1. Oh, bit of lag. 2. 3. And 4. There we go. Now that should work now. And we'll probably have to add that into our oh, Shift K, not Alt K, Shift K, and we'll go to our 4, and now we can see where we're going for. There we are. There we go. And now there's 1, so we go back into it, and I think it's this one here. Okay, so although that's why can't I connect that anymore? Maybe it's this here, is it? No. Shift K. Surely it's not this one, is it? No. Oh wait, sure, I forgot. It's gonna be under a new name. Pod version 4. That's what it is. Pod version 4, that's it there, but we can't control it. Because the remote control block for the crane has to be the main remote control, which is... And I think we've run out of hydrogen. Yep, we ran out of hydrogen. So we need to stock up on that, and then once we are, we should be good to go with taking that up to the moon. So we have the rover ready to go. The pod is ready to go. This machine for taking it up is almost ready, we just need to stock it up. Now there is ice in this, I can hear. But how much? Not much actually by the sounds of things. Okay, so we need two things. First of all, we need to fill this here up with ice. So what I'm going to do is going to quickly go over here. And we'll go to here and we'll go to ice. And we'll take over as much as possible. And fill up. Let's see, we just throw it in. Chuck it in here. There we go. Let me just double check that the control are they turned off? Is 1. Okay, that's it. So they're turned off, so they should be generating, and those engines can actually go off as well. I suppose they do no harm being on as well. It does help generate electricity. Just check to see what it's like filling up. So they must be filling up. Yep. 6, and then this here should fill up now in a second. There it is. Very slowly. So I think if we can get this here connected up to a base, or even if we can get the existing connector connected up to this, that would make things a wee bit easier, because then all you have to do is dock this onto the side of the base, get the two things filled up, stockpile those hydrogen tanks, and then I can go way up to the moon. So we need to find a way to get this. We need to find a way to connect this here up to this here, using the existing system. It has to be through connectors, it can't be through merge blocks. Otherwise it's that's one ship basically, and if you need to detach this here it won't come off. So we need two connectors facing each other. So if you had a connector there and a connector on the bottom of this, I wonder how many blocks there actually are. I think we could probably build that onto the roof. Connector. So let me see, yeah, there, that's 2 blocks tall, and that's probably about 1 block tall, so we can integrate that into the roof if we wanted to, which we might actually do. What's under there anyway? Let's put it here. And what we can do is, that can be the connector, and that connector conveyor system, which is the small one. There it is. And this is only for gas. Okay, we need interior plate for that. I think there was some in here. Yeah, there was. Yeah, so the connector will go here. The conveyor goes there. This goes on here, and then this one goes underneath, like here, and that connects on to the existing conveyor system, which is right there. So we need pipes. There. And then we connect this to that. And now what I have to do is lift that there over to the platform, connect it up to the base, and that should be it. So let's do that really quick. 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's back it up. Oh, it's still connected to that one there. Let's drop it. And I need to be very, very careful with this. I don't even know what we can attach to on that. But let's worry about that now in a second. Let's just take it back for now. And let's pitch it so that we're parallel to it. Let's come in, back a wee bit more. Now what we like on the other axis, we need to come over a bit and turn. You come forward a wee bit. We can come down ever so slightly. There we go, we got it. Straighten up. Take it up a wee bit, and let's take it on over to the base. Oh, so you go left a bit. Forward a wee bit to the right. Once it gets sort of lined up, which I think it has. No, not yet. Alright, it has now, so we can drop it. And since that's there, we can just reverse back and connect into the connector here. There we go. We're very heavy, there must be something on this. Then again, this ship needs to be redesigned. Actually, in fact, maybe all the ships in this world can be redesigned in some ways. Well, the real thing is, everything in real life can be improved in some ways, and that ship definitely, especially on drills. So, let's see what the crack is here. Oh, we can connect, that's good. Switch lock. Right, let's set these hydrogen tanks to refill. So let's stockpiling, see what they're like. Maybe there's not enough gas, or maybe it's restricted to how much can go in. Well, that's connected there, so technically there is a hydrogen tank in here. There's there, so that should be stockpiling. And even that's not even filling. I'm actually wondering, maybe there's not enough hydrogen getting into the base, is there? Nice. There is, well that's full. They're all full. Where's it going down? Could I have something else accidentally stockpiled on in the base? You see, there is only There's only one hydrogen tank on this, as far as I know. What way is that set? Right, stockpile's off. Okay. So why isn't this not filling up? They should be filling up. It's really weird. Where is this? That's really weird. It's not filling up. And there is hydrogen getting in, but for some reason they're keeping that empty. And there's hydrogen tanks in here. Oh, not hydrogen tanks, hydrogen engines. But for some reason they're not running. There it is. That's the hydrogen engine. What's that on? I can't see how much it's filled up by. But I must be doing something wrong. Why is that not filling up? I must be doing something wrong. Tell you what, let's go to hydrogen tanks. There they are, hydrogen tank. Auto refill. Stockpile off. Right, so it's nothing should be stockpiled. Okay. Okay, let's go to O2 generators. Yeah. That should be it. That should be everything going. What's that at now? It's still not going. Maybe the conveyor systems are too small. Although it's not. That's going into there. That's going into that. That. Oh, I'm stupid. I haven't connected it. Yeah, I haven't connected it yet. There we go. Now I should stockpile it. They were going into the engines more than likely. So let's see what they are now. There we go. We can hear it now starting up. So they're filling up first, and then this here should fill up second. There we go. It's flying up. That's going. And then them engines should fill up. And then this here should fill up. It's going up very slowly. Unless other tanks are getting filled up as well. Although let me see what they're... That's okay. Unless the base hydrogen tanks are filling up. Maybe that's why it's... Hydrogen tank. That's 100, that's 100, that's 100. That's filling up very slowly. That's the one that's on there. That's 100. Filling up slowly. 100. That's stockpile. not doing it either. Stockpile off. I think we should turn them hydrogen engines off. So it's hydrogen engines 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hydrogen 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And these are going to be the crane. So, pod, crane, engines, save. And then they're going to be off. But they don't need to be running right now. That's more like it now. There's a filling. What happens if we stockpile? So it's filling up slowly. Although the base should be producing a lot of its own gas, which makes me think this air isn't actually connecting up properly to the base system. So that's going up there to the above. That's connecting into there, that's going into there. But what's actually connecting this? Alright, so there's a junction there, I think. We'll have to go around the back and see that. No, I can't. Not with that in the way. Right, I need to have a thorough investigation here because I don't think, although that is connected up to the base, I don't think it's actually actively connected, if you get what I mean. Like, I don't think the bottom of that is connected into there. Although it is connected up to this. Tell you what happens if I connect this here on the side? Them numbers should fly up now, I think, in theory. If it's not connected up to properly, then that's what the issue is. Yes, that's the issue. That connector is not connected to the pod properly. Right, that's good to know. That's good to know. Very, very good to know. Doesn't look like it's complete up there. There's a sound block there, but there's supposed to be a junction there, and it's not connecting into that there properly for some reason. I don't know. That's really weird. Yeah, there's nothing actually connecting to that block properly. So, it means having to remove that. Let's get that hydrogen engine in again. And let me see, what way is that going to connect, or where is that actually going to go? I suppose we can mount that up there. Enable, what does it say? Oh, because the light's there, that's right. So that can go in there. There we are. And then we replace this here with a junction. There we go. There they are, there's small filling up there now. So that's the issue. It wasn't connected up properly. I don't know how I overseen that. But it's good to know. There we are, full now. So they're all full. They're all full. Let's check the batteries for the pod. Oh. Alright, so it's generating up slowly. It's at 5.4%. So I'm going to try go into the batteries here. And set them to recharge. So there's our batteries for the pod. Small battery for pod. Recharge. There's them all recharging. Yeah, it's going up slowly. So we'll leave that for a couple of minutes. Now, in the meantime, while all that's working, that is more or less ready to go into the moon once those batteries have charged. Everything else is topped up. I think, in the meantime, we can talk about what was going on here, or what the idea is. So, I did mention a couple of episodes back, or maybe last episode, I can't remember which. We were going to put an elevator that's going to run along this wall here. Now the elevator was originally supposed to be the width of that whole platform, but for obvious reasons such as the doors, different things, connectors and that, it's better just to have a small compartment that comes out to about this width here, and it comes out to there, that runs up along that wall, and you can take things like rovers, cargo up and down. And the benefits of doing that are that you can take rovers up here, you can deploy them up here, take them down, do repairs, and I suppose just to have a lift as well. Now the downsides of that is because the lift is coming out to about here, you're restricted to this zone here, so it means if you're taking flying ships up and down, you need to be careful that you don't drive into the lift shaft. Now that's one idea. The second thing is, and this might take a little bit longer, is that we actually suppose extrude cut out this here to the shape of the lift, so it's coming out to here, coming along here and coming in there, and we excavate the whole way down, and we have a lift shaft that's like offset into the side of the base, so it means that we're not interfering with this square, it's all in there, so we have to drive to the end. So like say for example, like if you wanted to get on the lift, if you imagine that wall didn't exist and it came out to about there, so you drive in and then you go up and down. Now the downside of that is it means that there's going to be a lot of work on that. It means that the things like this here will be pushed back further. It means that a lot of it will have to be excavated. There's a lot of planning involved with that, and it would take many episodes to get that done. Now the reason why I'm not going with it at the moment is because we don't actually need it right now. We don't have any ground vehicles that we're going to be taking up and down. We don't know what type of ground vehicles we're going to be taking up and down. We need an idea how big these ground vehicles are going to be, because there's no point designing the lift and then turn around and be like that pod for example and find out, oh, the rover is far too big for the lift, it's not going to work. So, not rover, but you know, like different sort of land vehicles, because eventually I'd like some land vehicles with big drills on them, so you can just like drive them out, deploy them and let them drill away. And also like crane systems. I'd like to build cranes that can be used for lifting like parts and join them together using merge blocks. So cranes would need to be able to fit in there. And I can design stuff around the lift, its size, kind of like the pod and the rover. Like you seen that the rover is actually sort of designed to fit in the pod, as you see there. But then again, it was only barely fit, and we want to be able to have a lift shaft that's big enough to take what we need, but also not too big, if you get what I mean. The lift will actually be fairly fun. There is loads of ways I've thought about, where it's able to recognize floors, because technically this will have 3 floors. So you've got this floor, which is known as the top floor. You have the middle floor, and then you have the basement floor. But the basement's technically ground, it's at ground level. So, yeah. So that lift will probably go in there. It's offset. That's a whole new episode. Not going to worry about that now. The whole point we want right now is to get this here up to space. And I think it's more or less ready to go. Now we can put some parts in it, like stuff that we can use to create things like refineries, etc. So if we do go up and we get lost, it's say for example, if we get lost in space, or we have no way of getting back, our ship that we went up with crashed, we can use this here to get back home with. So we'll put components like refinery and assemblers in there, so it means that we dig up parts of the moon, refine it for the iron, and build ships to come back with. Because the moon has ice, the moon has iron, and that's pretty much all we need to get back with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you can get things like silicone very easily, it's not that hard to find, so yeah. So let's go and check them batteries again. Let's see how far we are from charging. Alright, it's 58%, that's good. So we're getting there, we're almost done. So in the meantime, we could look about getting a grinding pit made for grinding parts of the ships down. And I was thinking of converting this here into it, because this seems like an ideal shape, and we just have to remove this platform, dig a small trench down, put grinding parts, put grinders down, dump the stuff in, let it grind it up, and then it can be turned into resources later on. And one thing I was thinking of was, if I was grinding ships down, you can keep the parts, or you can take the parts and then disassemble them down into, say, like ores or ingots, so they can be used for other stuff. But I think it's better just to keep the plates. If the plates are made, then that's good. Like, we don't want, like, say for example we grind down a ship and it has 100,000 plates on it. That would grind it would convert them 100,000 plates into ingots and various ores. And it's a bit of a waste of energy, because if you need 100,000 plates in the future, you're like, oh, I wish I had them, I wish I hadn't got rid of them. So better just to leave it the way it is, just grind it down and leave it. So I was thinking we use this as the grinding pit, and because that dish is there, we want to keep it away. Now I have seen stuff fly out of pits before, so you kind of want, say for example over here, so it's out of the way, so you just take stuff over, and also it's away from things like this, so when stuff's flying about, you're not going to have to worry. It would be good to use some of these existing holes that are here, so that way we're not creating more holes around the edge of the base on top, because there's quite a lot. So if we can get it over to about here, that'd be good, out of the way of everything else. So let's actually get some lines down. So for design purposes, and while we're waiting for that to charge, let's get a wee bit of kind of like a marker down just to see where we're going. And I think I have plates. I don't have plates, and I need to fill up on hydrogen as well. Let's get that hydrogen. We need plates. Oh, plates. 45 will do. Okay, so I'll mark them out in red, and we want to go roughly in the center, so there. So let's take this back until we're roughly about that hole. There it is, that's the hole there. So we can come over and let's go down so we go into it. That'll do. Now, how wide do we want this? So that's going to be the start of our hole, so when you go over 2 blocks, that's going to be at the start. And let's remove this. So that's gonna be the start. So I was thinking 15 by 15. So we go 7 blocks here, 7 blocks the other way. So let's try that. Let's see what a 15 by 15 looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. Oh, we ran out of steel plates. So 15 by 15 seems like the best option. So what we'll do is, if it's going to be 15 by 15, it means that we're going to have to go out 7. It's going to be 17 by 17 squares. So we need to go out another 1. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And now we square it off. There we go. So that's our 17 by 17, and of course it'll be 15 inside. So that's going to be our wall. So what we can do is we can come down another 1, which should be there, and let's build it until we're there we go. Oh, that's okay. Yet. Actually, I don't know why I'm building that so tall. Yeah. No, it's okay. I know I was getting mixed up there. That's okay. Yeah, because we want it to be a bit above. Although, I suppose we could do half blocks there. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do half blocks when we're finished, so we're not going up so high. Similar to what we done with the missile pit. But also, do we want a lid for this? So many different design ideas. If there's any sort of gaps, like underneath it, it'll not be that hard because we have to dig down anyway, and you will see them gaps, and it won't be hard to fill them in when needed. So say for example, see if there's a gap underneath that, but when you go to dig down, you'll see them gaps, and it's not that hard to fill it in. Alright, we'll get it. There we go. And half blocks are going on top there, so that's okay. We can We'll go to about there. And a half block can go on top of this. And I've just made a mistake. I just realised these are line armor blocks and we're supposed to be using heavy armor blocks. Because the structure of it is to stop blocks from breaking. I do wonder sometimes, there's no point continuing now. Tell you what we'll do, we'll use it as a marker for now and then we'll replace them later on down the line for heavy armor blocks. There. That's okay. And then what we can do is we can take the top, all them off. Yeah, we'll use that as a marker. Keep that as one grid. And let's get a half block. I suppose the half block can be this one here. There we are. Alright, so that's going to be heavy armor block. Where's T? There we go. Turn that off. Now we can't put things like lights around it because they're half blocks, but there are ways of getting around that. There we go, that'll do for now. So they're heavy armor, so we just need to replace the ones below with that. Oh, I just had an idea. Why don't we build it above ground? So say for example, randomly on top of here, on how big and large this is going to be, and then take a blueprint of it, put a projector up here, and then set the builders to work on it. That would make sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we build it. I'll probably do this in. I'll do this in creative. So we take 17 by 17, build it because it'll be quicker, and then we take the grinders, build them inside. Then all I have to do is put a projector up on top of here, project it, and then that's the way we've got our top. And then it builds away, and then we know where to dig. We take a ship and do all the digging with that, and then that's the grinding pit. That's got a heavy. And the good thing about the projection as well is if it gets damaged, it'll rebuild itself, so that's good. We need to fill up on energy, so let's go up here. Actually, let's go down into the actual ship itself. There we go. Oh, is that what your engine going in there? I think there's another one in there, isn't it? Yeah, there's another engine there. So there is two. Oh well, when we disconnect it, we can... Okay, so let's get that engine turned off. E-N-G-I-N-E. Okay, and that's them all there. Hydrogen engine. There is 2 in there. So these are pod, engine. There we go. Because they don't need to be on right now. And I think there is enough uranium in this to keep this going for a long time. Let's check them batteries as well. I think they're more or less ready to go. Yeah, they're 100%. That's good. So there was no button. There was no button to change them. So we're gonna have to rely on doing it this way. Auto. There we are. And let's get it actually set up with the satellite. Although it's not currently set up, but this here does have one with the satellite. Yeah, let's see if we can get it connected with the satellite. Laser antenna, which is this one, I think. 50 kilometers away. Let's go for 100. I think. Actually, let's go for unlimited. Yeah, so yeah, it's not. Copy my coordinates. Let's go to the satellite. Laser antenna 2. Paste coordinates. Connected. And that's a permanent connection. And this one here is also a permanent connection. So let's copy the coordinates of this. Alright, so I think the satellite's actually lost connection with the base for some reason. Yeah, for some reason it's disconnected. It was supposed to be connected to this. So let's get it connected to that. What is that? That's laser antenna base. So let's get that connected up. I don't know why that's disconnected. Laser antenna base and paste coordinates. Copy my coordinates. Satellite. Laser antenna 1. Paste coordinates. Why isn't this one not connecting? It's being lazy. Laser antenna base. Oh, it's off. Why is it off? Why was that off? Oh, because I accidentally tripped the There we go. That's connected, isn't it? Why is it facing at a weird angle? Oh, it's okay. Let me just double check the connections. Permanent connection, there we go. And let's go to the satellite and do the same thing. Laser. Permanent connection, good. So it looks like that's all set up. And I think that's not actually set up. What is that? That's laser antenna 2. So that's connected with the satellite. But I wonder if this works through blocks. So let's try that. Laser antenna 2. Alright, let's try that. So laser antenna 2, copy my coordinates, then we go to the satellite, and that's laser antenna 2, paste the coordinates, connect the coordinates. Ah. Okay, so that's not connected, but that one there isn't. That's laser antenna too. So what the hell is this? Laser antenna. Maybe it's connected to that one. Status is connected. What's this one? Status is idle. Laser antenna 2. Let me try that again. Laser antenna 2. So it's idle. Yeah, let's go for infinite. Copy my coordinates. And do that to infinite, yeah. So that's copy my coordinates. Go with the satellite. Laser antenna 2, because that's connected to this here. Paste the coordinates. There, that should be now. No, I'm still not working. It must be connecting to this one here instead. Oh well. I'm happy enough with that. Okay. I think we're ready to blast this off to the moon. Let's do a final recheck on it. Now I did say I'd put some stuff in it that we can use to build. So let's stick in some of those plates. Yeah, that should be enough for whatever is going into it. Oh, and let's put a couple of bottles in as well. And an oxygen bottle as well. There we go. And let's grab those remaining ones from us. That'll do us. That'll do us. That's connector 5. I'll leave that in it. Okay, I think that's ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll just set this here up. So that's going to be switch lock. Because we're not going to be switching that anymore. We're going to raise it up. And that's now ready to take off. We're going to disable this here so we don't actually intervene with it when we're taking off. That is ready to go. Let's quickly check those tanks, see how much they're depleting by. They're not. That's good. That looks good. Right. Final checks are done. It looks good. And we'll actually add those merge blocks to the remote block, and the remote block for connecting that is the pod crane. So what we'll do is we'll connect onto the terminal of that and add that to its group. So that is pod crane, remote control, and it's going to be the merge block. There we go, add them all in. Pod merge block. Save, exit, G menu, groups, merge, pod merge block, turn block on and off. Okay. Let's do a final check to see if it takes off. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this. And we're going to go to terminal, pod, control. If I can find it, there it is. Turn them on. So we got left, right, up, down, F. So they're going. Let's just see how fast it depletes. Plenty. It's going down very slowly though. So that's okay, let's just double check everything's on. Alright, let's go down. So it is time to blast off to the moon. So we are finally going. So let's go down here and get into our lift. Come down from the second floor. We're hopping in to the third floor. Is the control room. Up we go. There we are. Status of the base looks good. I can see there the batteries are all lit up. Some of them are starting to recharge. So we're okay. Okay. Shift key. Control. And we're going to be controlling the pod. Let's go into here. This is the remote for the pod crane. We're going to control camera 1. Then we're going to go to camera 4 so we can see underneath. And we're going to lift. There we are. Up we go. And now we're going to blast straight off towards the moon. And there's the moon coming up there, so we're just going to aim straight for that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get up to about 500 meters per second. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw off the thrusters, and that'll save us some fuel. And then we'll just check to see what the tanks are at. Let's pitch it down a wee bit. So we're going to aim for the middle of it. Right about there. So we've no gravity affecting us that much in space, so it should be okay for hydrogen. And I'm going to throw off the thrusters in a second. No. Let's throw them back on. Let's aim it again for the middle. Now, I just want to keep an eye on that display there for the altitude. Okay, now we're going to throw it off. So that's going to descend slowly, just to keep an eye on our hydrogen. Okay, so we've got plenty of hydrogen there. But it is filling up slowly. That's good. So let's fill up a wee bit. So our altitude is still increasing. We are descending very slowly in speed. Okay, we're actually falling by the looks of things, so we're just gonna straighten it up. And then I think it's 45 kilometers is whenever you're out of the gravity zone of Earth. So what we can do is we can actually take that there off. Yeah, there we go. Gravity's unaffected. So we're actually starting to pick up a tiny bit of speed. So what we'll do is we'll take it to about... Yeah, let's keep going like this here. Then what we'll do is we'll take the speed off slowly. So we'll take it down to about 300 meters. Whoa! It just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, that was close. It's a good job we weren't a wee bit to the left there. So actually, let's take the speed off a bit. We don't need that much. Now we are going to go to the sun side of the moon, so let's go down here. There's some friendlies up around here. Well, not friendlies, but neutrals. I think we should travel the rest of the way at about 150 meters per second, because it is taking a wee while to slow down. There we go. So let's turn it around so we're actually facing where we want to go. So let's pan it around so we can see. So there's it there. Where's the satellite? That's the satellite there. Oh, we've gone out of range, I think. Oh no, we tilted it too far and we went out of range. There it is. Remote. As soon as we get it into this, control. Slow that down. Right, let's. What? Yeah, it's going out of range. We're actually disconnecting it too many times. There it is. Control. Crane. But it should be slowing down anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, we are. Right, as long as that's facing back, that's okay. Right, let's go on down. Oof, that was almost disastrous. So I was thinking, right, it keeps disconnecting. We're gonna have to be very wary of that. There it is. Control. Where's the satellite anyway? Let's see the rear, which is number 3, I think. So as long as that's, yeah, there. 2. So that's where we're gonna land. We're gonna land right there, on that, where that dot is. Seems to be some space pirates up around here. Okay, so we're coming into the moon's gravity now. And we're going to land straight where you see that pointer. I'm not going to be taking any more risks. There's a big crater there beside us, but we're going to pop it down right about there. Let's turn it around. Let's check. So we are... That's okay. So we're going at about 45 meters per second. And we're going to pop it down here. So straighten it up to our level. Take it down. Number 4 is where we can see. I think we're good to drop there. There we go. That drop. Oh, Shift K. Control. Oh, the connection's still on. I forgot. Connector. Which would be this here. Switch lock. What are we still connected to? Oh, there we go. There we go, it's deployed. That's that. So the pod is now on the moon. Let's go to 2. Let's turn it around. Hopefully we're still in line with the connection to that satellite. Let's just pan it about till we see the... There it is. That's it there. Wee bit of lag. So the satellite, it looks like the... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually connected with the satellite, so that needs to be done with. So what I'll actually do is we will connect. There's 2 things we need to do here, right? So when we're going to disconnect this with the satellite, it means that we're going to rely on the antenna is relayed to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually have to blast off, and it'll be a period between the Earth and the Moon where we're going to lose complete antenna range. So what we'll do is we'll aim it at the Earth with no thrusters on, wait until it comes back into range, and then connect it and slow it down. It's going to be risky, but this thing is cheap. That it's going to be very easy to make, so not have to worry about that. So just check and see if there's no enemies. There's a supply cache, there's an observation outpost around us, so we look okay. So let's set up the... So that's the satellite. Pod, small grid, control, terminal. Okay, that's referring to that. Small grid, terminal. Yeah, this is it here. This is the pod. So we need to get its laser. Copy the coordinates. Shift K. Go to the satellite. Terminal. Laser. Antenna 2. Paste the coordinates. There we go. I knew we would lose complete control of that ship once we've done that. Then we're going to the pod version 4, and I think that is referring to the actual pod itself, so let's exit out of that. And I think it's this one here. There we are. What's this? Looking at 3. This is looking at the rover itself. Okay. Shift K. Okay. Okay. Seems we've lost all communication with the booster. Yeah, we've lost communication with the booster. What's the travel? That's the rover itself. That's the pod. That's the pod as well. Oh, here it is. think we can connect to it. Why is that? Okay, we can't get that connected, so we're gonna have to see now. We could fly it back to the base. Yeah, let's take it back to the base. Speed limit is 100, yeah. Forward direction, sound camera, flight mode is a one-way. Autopilot. I can hear it taking off. So that'll be on its way back now. Right, so that's on autopilot back, and it should come to a bit up there because that's where the that waypoint is. Okay. Oh, can see it there, though. So it is on its way back. I think it's just gone out of range. Okay. I wonder if we can still connect to it and set up a new point where it can come to. Let's say set it up to come to here. Somewhere around here. Yeah, that'll do there. GPS, new from current position. Return home. There we go. And then we'll set the, if we can get connected back to it, we'll set that to return there. Because it's just going to go in straight into the earth if it goes anywhere else. Okay, let's go up here and get connected. No. No. Don't think we can connect to it. Yeah, there's nothing coming up there. Oh. Yeah, there's nothing changing there. If we've seen those numbers going down, then we'd know that was it. So it looks like we have lost complete track of it. I think at this rate, if it's going 100 meters per second, it won't be long until it hits the earth. Though I don't think I put collision avoidance on. Tell you what we can do though. Let's bring this ship and see if we can go find it. So that would have been on the way to the base. Getting too close to the ground there. See if we can boost our antenna up. It's beacon, isn't it? Why is the beacon not coming up on this? Is there even a beacon on this? Oh, no. There we are. There is, yeah, it's a bomber. That's it. Bomber, there it is. Now we should see all signals from 50 kilometers away. Like at the rate it was going, it shouldn't be too far away from the actual moon itself. Like it was limited to 100 meters a second. Okay, something's come up there. Alright, I need to turn around, we're getting too close. Okay, so we're doing about 5.6 times the speed of it. So if we are going to come across it, we should come across it soon enough. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Right, let's catch up with it. And tell it to go to return home. Right, let's tell it to go to return home. Add. I think it's gonna crash. Yeah, we told it far too late. Change its mind. Just gonna have to watch it crash. Yeah, we lost it. Oh well, we found it in the very end anyway. There we go. 6, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. So yeah, it's a wee bit sad now to have seen that that's crashed, but yeah, there wasn't much we can do. Should have actually said to go to the satellite first and then come straight down. Oh well. Aka was cheap a wee thing anyway, but still it would have been nice to have it as like a wee monument. Oh well. That's that. Anyway, let's see if we can get the rover and all working. Actually, you know something? Let's disable all those antennas so we don't get mixed up. There's that disabled. And there's another one here. And where's the other one? I think that's it. Yeah, they've all been disabled. Alright, let's go down into the laboratory and see if we can control it. I guess pod. Yeah. There we go. That must be the front of it. So if we do I control Shift K, let's go to the pod. Rotor. Oh, it's hinged, not hinged. There we are. Reverse. There we go. And let's drive it out. Oh. Oh, let's get all them connectors turned off. Battery pop. Alright, let's turn it around towards. Oh, the gravity is really strong. Well, not strong, but lax. Let's turn it around towards what we're looking at. There it is. Yeah, let's raise it down a wee bit. Oops, I didn't actually mean to do that. And that's the rotating light. But the one we need is landing pistons for the paddles to go down, but we'll do that now in a second. Oh. What was that? And why was it getting closer? Unless it just went off. I don't know, but we can't get connected to the rover anymore. Maybe we should make it like a wee drone buggy. Something like this here. Except it's got ion thrusters and normal thrusters on it. Just so that we can do checks to see what was going on. Yeah, that's a mystery. So tell me what I will do. We'll leave it for now and we'll check back in the next episode and see where it has gone to. But it shouldn't have disappeared, because then I do remember setting the antennas to max. So it would have been connected to itself through a remote block. I don't know, that was really weird. We were able to control it. For some reason now we can't. I don't know. So we've now a rover in space that we can't control. And there was a remote block on it. Yeah. That's a mystery. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Next episode we're gonna send up a rescue ship to see what the issue is or why it has gone offline. Maybe we'll send up a new rover, perhaps. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at that. Next episode we're going to launch rescue mission to see where the rover has gone to and why it's gone offline, but really it shouldn't have. That would have made sense to test this on Earth first and see if it works, but mistakes have been made. Anyway, so that's it for this here episode. If you have any suggestions at all, just put a comment in as usual and I will try to get back to as soon as I can. So that's pretty much it for this here episode, so thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next one.